Y'all see the vibes. Your boy back in the suit. You feel me? He back in the suit, man. It's been a long time coming. I missed throwing on these suits before the game and talking my shit. But hey, it's back, baby. So the association has officially started. I'm proud of the work that we're doing in that league. But this is the first game of the season. Lethal Team versus Ball and Peace. I'm Man, boy, this has been a long time coming. I'm just glad that I actually stuck to what I said and went after starting the league because at some point I thought about not even doing it at all. But, guys kept pressing forward. We finally got enough teams to go ahead and get it started. So this is what it is, man. Your boy back in a suit. Looking sharp as ever, as always. I always got to be dapper for these videos. But enough of that, man. It's got to talk about Ball and Peace. So Ball and Peace is a new team on the block. I ain't never played these guys before. If I have, I don't remember them. And what's crazy when you get into these leagues, everybody likes to talk. Especially before the league talk. Oh, I'm going to bust your ass when we play, y'all. My guy's going to win MVP. Oh, I'm going to lock him up. My lockdown is going to shut you down. Oh, all that good chirping. It all sounds good until you have to do battle. So on and so forth. You never know what to expect until you actually get out on the court, though. But one thing before I gotta pause, boy. Y'all see the suit, boy. Your boy's sharp out there. But you never know what you're up against until you do that battle that I'm talking about. And it was clear to me that Ball and Peace had no clue who the fuck I was. Like, not even a little bit. No respect. They came in there, and I'm trying to tell you, within the first couple of minutes of playing, it was like we asked. So before we get into that conversation, I want y'all to take a good look at the court. Anybody that's in the league, look at the court. This is kind of how I want to set up. All right, so this league is the Morgan League. Yes, there's another Morgan League out there. That's who I'm working with long term. This is the symbol. I want everybody to get this symbol in the upper part of your court, and then pick some type of branding, Nike, Jordan, Adidas, whatever, to go on the court. As you can see, the way the court is set up, the paint is clean. So take the colors out of there. If you want to put a color on the apron part, which is the outside part of the court, that's fine. But on the court, let's try to keep it clean, try to keep it professional. It just looks better in my opinion. And I think once everybody starts seeing these symbols when y'all play against other teams, they're going to want to want into the league. But nonetheless, 0-0. First game of the season. I can't judge nothing by their actual record because they probably just, restarted the team or whatever. But nonetheless, they come out with two short-ass guards. You already know what time it is. So any team with two small guards like that, they're playing a pick-and-roll style. Of course, we play 5 out. That's why we have a much bigger guard. And yeah, man, like first game of the season, this was a game to kind of get your legs warm and kind of get going. So this point guard, Jugs, that's what I'm gonna call him, Jugs. I ain't got much to say about the guy. I don't like to judge people off of one game, especially when we're the team that's playing them. This is why I do my due diligence of watching film. For the most part, what I can tell about this team is the teams that they will give trouble to is the teams that they can efficiently score against. We not one of those teams, bro. For some reason, people see us play, they see the way my style is, and they come out and be like, okay, they ass, we can beat them. They're very simple. And that was the approach for Ball and Peace. They pretty much just came out there and was like, yo, this is the league owner. This is his team. This is how they play. Oh, this league gonna be cake. Like shit. The point guard ain't got no moves. That's what they say about me. I don't know why they say this about me. Y'all see the work I put in if y'all been watching my videos. But this is what they say about me. I ain't got no moves. I can only go one way. Like people really act like I ain't out there trying to drop 30 on niggas every single game out. It ain't about how you do it. It ain't gotta look pretty. I don't need moves for that. I ain't need moves for years in 2K at all. I just want to put the ball in the bucket and win the game. Why is that such a crime, especially in the way the game is viewed today? But So they're going to come out in this pick and roll style. Obviously, at some point, I was telling my team we're going to have to switch to a 2-3 zone. Whenever you see two small guards like that, you know at least one of the two got the 99 3 ball. You know one of them do. And the only way to combat that 99 3 ball is to make sure you always have a hand in his face as they 3 hunt most of the time. These teams to me are typically easy to beat because it 3 hunt so much. Even if they can drive to the rim and dunk it, it's typically a big man, you know, running back and forth, which puts that defender in the way to prevent them from like getting to the rim and dunking it all the time. But nonetheless, that's what you do. You got the 99 3 ball, you got the other guard that has a really hard 3 ball. Those guys are the best ball handlers. And as long as they can dot effectively, they're going to be a tough team to beat. There's no way around it. Defensively, I'm pretty sure they wanted to play 2-3. Obviously, if you have two smaller players on the court, the best thing you want to do is take them out of all defensive responsibility. You hide them in the corner, you hide them up on the wing, and trust like your bigger defenders, your small forward, power forward, and center to rotate down, protect the rim, and you just put your best defender on the other team's best playmaker, especially when you're going against 5 out. So this is what their game plan was. Typically 5 out likes playing 5 out, and 4-1 pick and roll likes playing 4-1 pick and roll. So any team that's very similar to them, I actually give them the advantage based off what I've seen so far. Again, it's only one game, but I actually get them the advantage. The one thing I can say about this team is that their point guard should probably be at shooting guard. I'm already ready to give this Ballin' Peace shooting guard a superstar title. To me, in my opinion, based off what I've seen throughout this game, he's warranted a possible superstar tag. I don't like to just throw out superstars lightly. I like to give it to the people that I feel genuinely deserve it. And the way that shooting guard can maneuver the offense, that man is a true superstar as of now. Of course, like I said, I want to see a couple more games, see if it's consistent. Because what if Jugs comes out the next game and go off for 40? That'll change my opinion on how I view the team. But consistency is what I'm looking for when I start giving out tags and I start giving out acknowledgement. So, to the shooting guard on Ballin' Peace, man, like, in my opinion, you're the truth. I just want to see you keep doing it, and I definitely will give you that superstar tag. Their center was very good, very dominant on the boards, kept them in it all game. But I'm going to be honest with y'all, I was never really worried as the game was progressing. One, I didn't feel like they lockdown could guard me at all. No disrespect to any lockdowns out there, but I say it every video. If all I play against in 2v2 and 1v1, 3v3 when we in the park and all I play in Proam, if all I go against is 99 steal with 97 perimeter, and then once they start getting killed because they can't stop me from getting to the rim, I go against 99 interior with 99 block. I just don't think if you don't have those things, you have what it takes to possibly stop me from scoring. So I'm never worried about any lockdown in the world. It doesn't matter how great your defense is. One, my defense is just as good. The way I always looked at the game, okay, even if you can stop me from scoring, that don't mean I can't stop you from scoring. So that's kind of the case in this game. So even if I was having trouble with this lockdown, which I'm not going to have any trouble, even if I'm going to have any trouble, I can give a point guard trouble. And eventually, because I feel like I'm always the best player on the floor, I'm going to win out. As you see the lockdown, he's going to do some things that I'm used to. He's going to try to shade me to a side. He's going to try to get his teammates to pinch and help him. He's going to hope the big man rotates a certain way. And like I said, for the most part, they do want to play a 2-3 zone. Typically, a team like this, you want to hide the small guys, so you want to play some type of zone so they don't ever have to try to protect the rim. But you pick on that. Like, their advantage is their ability to be able to score. Their disadvantage is their defense. You pick on that tendency, and you live with the result. They have to live with the fact that their defense ain't up there like that. They recognized that when they made the build. But we recognize it too. I mean, if you want to put two small guards out there that with no defense, guess who we're gonna attack? The niggas with no defense. You know, even though yes, I can score on the 99 lockdowns and the 99 rim protectors, but why make it hard? You know, I'd rather pass the ball any goddamn way. One thing I like about competition play and league play though is how the game tends to slow down. If you realize in the rec and stuff like that, you can kick it to your teammates, get a lot of wide open threes. And this setting, teams get very disciplined and they don't want to give up any threes at all. Like, they don't really force you to think as an offensive playmaker, is what I'm saying. So in this particular game, I didn't have to think about anything. I never had to think about the defense rotating perfectly. I never had to think about, oh, if he does this, am I going to be able to make this pass? I never had to think about nothing like that. All right? For the whole first half, if it wasn't for this center grabbing offensive rebounds, they literally had to watch their point guard throw up brick after brick after brick. I mean, this is a 99 3 ball we're talking about. And he just threw a brick after brick after brick. Just building the house out there. You know, but I do like the confidence of these teams coming in. Obviously, like I said, this team, I don't remember playing them. If I had before, I don't remember it. I mean, obviously, if they had like some actual jerseys or something like that that I can remember, I probably will remember these guys. But if I haven't played them before, it's cool. I'm glad to have this level of competition in the league. Even if I don't feel like the game itself was going to be close or nothing like that, you can always be shot. And that's how this game pretty much went. Like, I thought in my mind, based off what I saw in the first half, that we was just going to blow these guys out. I mean, I watched their point guard pretty much miss every shot he pretty much took. I was watching the defense that if it wasn't for them getting offensive boards, I don't think they could have scored. As you see the center, he did his thing out there. He was grabbing them offensive boards, he was grabbing defensive boards. And they stayed very disciplined, not giving up corner threes for the most part. So like, as you see them trying to rotate and everything, like, they played very disciplined. That's always a good sign whenever you see a team with some confidence. The thing I look at is how experienced are you? If you're a team with any type of experience, then you know when to turn it on, when to kind of relax, and like when to make your move offensively, defensively. You kind of know that. You know when you have to like pressure the ball a little bit more, when you have to switch your defense and things like that. I don't think for the most part this team has much experience in leagues. One, they coming in with overalls. I don't think not one single player had a 99 overall nigga. And they probably looking at it like, bro, if we was fully maxed out, we would have like they could have whooped our ass. Maybe that's true. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, but maybe that's true. But I always look at the fact that you chose to bring them niggas in here. If you don't have a 99 overall player fully maxed out, that's on you. You know, I always tell everybody to be the best version of themselves. If that's your best character or that's the character you feel like is going to help you win, bring that. But I don't think they had one guy that was 99 overall. To be honest, as soon as I saw that, I was like, shit, there's no fucking way they can beat us. You know, if you don't have the decency to come in and match energy, like I said, my team, you look at us, we damn near level 40 across the board. Everybody pretty much almost 99. Like, if you ain't coming in with something similar to that, like, how do you think the game is gonna go? Now, I'm talking all this shit like we whooped their ass, but as y'all can see, the score was close. Like I said, sometimes you can be surprised by what was going on. So, the first half, you know, they can probably hear it in the chat when they watch it back. Check out Jamaica's stream on Twitch. But for the first half, we was all kind of laughing, joking. I'm thinking to myself, okay, the second half, we should be able to just go ahead and blow these guys out. That's what I'm thinking. Second half, I got nervous. I got really, really nervous. It wasn't because of his point guard, man. I'm telling you, that shooting guard, that once he put the ball in his hands, I've seen a version of this team I never want to see again. I mean, that dude's the truth. Again, like I said, they center doing the thing. He grabbing every rebound. And even though, like, the small forward and power forward, they're not showing up much offensively, they are doing their thing by staying disciplined defensively. All right. Right here, we're going to take advantage of the fact that they have a smaller guy because I know they want to rotate, and we beat the rotation. One thing about playing 2K, when you beat somebody with something, typically they're going to adjust so you can't beat them that same way again. That's the mark of a good defense. All right. As long as Jugs had the ball in his hands, we were safe. You know, we had nothing to worry about. He was going to keep throwing up miss after miss after miss, shooting his team out the game, and that was what it was. Also in this particular game, I have to say goodbye to a great friend of mine, RDH Hulk. You know, he has to go do some things regarding work, and he won't be able to play with us anymore for the rest of the season, which is a big hurt to us. You know, he's my tools partner. He's the one that been with me, you know, ever since the military days. We've been playing together, and we've built this great relationship over the years, and I'm gonna really miss his presence out there, you know, helping us through play calls, you know, giving us his insight, his knowledge on the game. So I hope all goes well with him. He'll be back like in July, but by then we'll probably be in like season 3 or 4 at that point. But man, that's gonna be a big hurt for us. And also Blaze, who y'all probably ain't heard me say that name in a while. He ain't played in a while, and then it's like the league pop up and he was ready to go, which was crazy. I was like, damn, like I be wanting everybody on my team to play as much as we can. You know, if we can play in the mornings, play in the mornings, play in the afternoon, play in the afternoon. But I need the consistency. You know, because it's going to come a time now where we trying to play these league games. I'm trying to set up a 5. And people that ain't thought about playing at all is suddenly popping back up. And it kind of messes up the rotations that I'm used to. So hopefully he's back and he'll be a little bit more consistent in the league. And hopefully I can get Savage and D-Mac to go ahead and get some league experience. But nonetheless, you know, you take that for what it is. I mean, like I said, Blaze ain't played in so long. His jump shot that I'm used to, he wasn't hitting it the way I'm used to, and he wasn't shooting the ball the way I'm used to. I mean, he could say he was lagging a little bit. I just think, like, when you ain't played 2K in a minute, that it happens like that. Now, what you're going to start to see towards the end of the third and for the rest of the fourth quarter, the shooting guard on Ball and Peace is going to take over the point guard role. As he begins to take over the point guard role, like I said, Jugs is even submitting that role to him. It's going to look a little bit different than how it looked the first half. You know, he's able to crab, get to the midi. He's able to fade. He's able to dot the big man perfectly every time we overhelp. We couldn't stop that nigga. I'll just keep it a buck, bro. I didn't have no answer for him. Obviously, we're in 2-3 zones, so it's not like any one person's responsibility to guard it. But, like, at the same time, you would think if we did, you know, if we was able to stop the first point guard, surely the second point guard can't be as hard. You know, it has to be easier. All right, but as you see him starting to move, he's dishing that thing. Teammates is gaining confidence, and for some reason, I don't feel like he was gonna miss a shot. I don't know why I felt like that, but I don't feel like we could have stopped him from scoring if he had the ball in his hands all game. You know, right there, that's a shot, Blaze. That's what I'm talking about. Blaze normally would have knocked that down, no problem. In takeover, just didn't have it, but this is crazy. So, end of the third quarter coming up. I thought we played pretty well, but like I said, based on my knowledge and experience of playing, we probably should be up a good 13, 14 points at this point in time in the ball game. We just should. So they thought they did some stuff defensively to me. The first quarter I only had 2 points. At halftime, I only had 10. And I told everybody in this league that when you play against me, you should put 30 points on the board. I'm going to get to 30. Like, so with me, I'm either going to have 30 points and close to 10 assists, or I'm going to have 20 points with like 15, 20 assists. You just take your pick. However you want to get beat, that's how I'm going to beat you. But for the most part, like, you can pretty much put 30 points on the board for me. If I don't have a lot of points, that means my teammates are eating. That means you're playing so good a defense on me that I'm beating your rotations with the pass. So like I said, first quarter I only had 2 points. At halftime I only had 10. So the whole second half, I knew I had to be a little bit more aggressive just due to the fact that the game was not going the way I expected it to go. Like, I expected this to be a blowout. I didn't expect it to be close. I expected to assert my dominance over this team. That's what I expected. Like I said, I didn't have any problems really with the lockdown. I had no problems with him. Like, he was just out there, to be honest with you. Like, I'm gonna keep it. He was just there. But like I said, some people just got that special sauce, and you can't deny that. Look at the moves, and I'm telling you, the whole second half, I actually enjoy watching the games back and watching from the other team's perspective, because I think that team don't even respect Jugs as the point guard. I don't think they do. And to be honest with you, based off the way he was shooting, I see why. Clearly, he was a better shooting guard, because off the ball, as you see, I'm telling you, he was lighting us the fuck up. Jugs off the ball was a way better spot-up shooter than he was playmaker. Way better. Soon as he went to the 2, all of a sudden those shots that he was just throwing up bricks, he started making these wide open jump shots. Why? Because a better playmaker took over. And I don't know at this point in time why teams don't understand that about their team. Like I said, they didn't respect him as the PG. He was throwing up brick after brick. His shooting guard comes, like, look at the shot he's taking. Typically, that's a shot he would have made. I don't trip off the animation, but that's a shot he's capable of hitting. That's a 99 3 ball with a wide open jumper. All right, but I'm going to just call him Trap. So the shooting guard, I'm going to just call Trap. Soon as Trap took over that PG spot, like I say, everything about what they have going and the way they want their team to maneuver made sense to me. And it quickly changed my opinion on how I view this team. Now, of course, like I said, the lockdown, he's no issue. He's no threat whatsoever. And it wasn't going to be about, whether I could score on him or not. I don't ever make it like a head-to-head thing. The only game I'm looking forward to, like, really, going at somebody is when we play Trey Bonds. Other than that, everybody else is just, our strategy versus yours, which team is better. But nonetheless, Trap should be the point guard of Ball and Peace. I can firmly say, I know it's only been one game, but based off this one game and how dominant Trap was with the ball, he should be the point guard on Ball and Peace. Judge should move to the 2, and they should run their style the way they just ran it in this game. And I promise you, I cannot tell you the outcome of another game. So I'm pretty sure the next time we play them, that's what's going to happen. Now that they've seen some success on how we played and what they can do to kind of stop us, that's what I expect in the next couple of meetings that we'll have against Ball and Peace. With that being said, bro, this was a great game 1. Just a great, phenomenal game 1. This is going to be a crazy ending. Crazy ending. Like, we was up 10. Up 10. I thought the game was over. But I thought I was going to dunk here. He threw my shit to get the ball to Trap. Trap threw it for a quick points. They wanted to get some quick points, but nonetheless, Trap just has to work and try to make something happen. As you see him get the crab on Blaze and knock it down, like, god damn, we couldn't stop this nigga. We was up 10 with like a minute left to go. There's no way we should lose this game. And Trap was like, fuck that, we about to beat you niggas. That's what he was pretty much letting his team know, like, shit, we got this shit. But this is going to be a fun, exciting season. I done already seen some games out there that I'm like, damn. Okay, some of these people are going to have some competition, and other teams just, I expect to blow them out pretty handsomely. But nonetheless, it's all about competing. I view all these teams as professional teams within the league. All these players are now professional players, whether they want to be or not. You're a professional. All right. If your team ain't good, the only way to get better is to play against better teams. Like if you constantly losing, you get a chance to watch film, see what they're doing to give you problems, and then you get to come back and strategize against them the next time you play them. That's what it's about. Basketball isn't improving after one game. It's about a series of games, getting to know your opponents, and figuring out how to beat them every single time. Through all the adjustments, you just got to figure out how to beat them every single time. Well, right there, this was their chance to tie. I don't know why Trap didn't take the shot, but this was a great game one. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I look forward to bringing y'all more of the association. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button. It helps you get more views. And follow me on Twitter, The Association 2023. It's been Lethal. I'm out.